Good morning, crafters. Thank craft, it's Friday, and that's another winter week ticked off on our journey towards spring. How lovely. The bulbs are out in the garden and they are beginning to flower. Beautiful. We have crocuses, we have snowdrops, we have daffodils coming, and very soon we will have those little fluttering friends visiting our garden, butterflies. And that's what today's show is all about. It's about our brand new Butterfly Blue collection. It's beautiful and we're looking forward to showing you. First, my name's Dan. I'll be your host for the hour, and we have with us today, producing our show, Emily. Say good morning, Emily.
Good morning.
Good morning. And of course, we have a demonstrator with us today, a very talented one, a young lady named Natalie Muspratt. Good morning, Natalie.
Good morning.
May I just point out, I love your top today.
Thanks.
It's
full
lovely.
of loads of little love hearts. It makes me very happy. I've even got my sandals on today.
Have you?
Yeah, because although it's like sub-zero temperatures still, I thought I would dress for the occasion and it would make me feel all happy.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
For some reason, it feels quite springified, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's starting to turn, isn't it? You can feel it.
It is starting to turn. I've heard some rumours. Sheila was telling me the other day. I've not looked at the weather forecast yet, but Sheila is like our weather forecast, isn't she?
Yeah.
And she said that it's going to snow. Which
Oh, no,
is like, this is the exact opposite of what I want.
That is not happening.
But still, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to have a cracking show today. It's Friday. What we're going to be doing, we're going to be spinning the wheel. We've got our Win It Weekly winners. We've got the launch of the brand new Crafting with Hunkydory magazine. We've got the amazing Butterfly Blue collection. We've got a little bit of due diligence I should do. Goodie box. Wow.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe how incredible these are. Like, I'm not even joking. When we showed these on Wednesday's show, I was in actual shock at how good the stuff is you get in here.
You were in raptures. I saw a lady say, no wonder you're selling out of stock, the way that Natalie's, because you've got Natalie showing them.
It was so good. So good. It's
fantastic, guys. These goodie boxes, as you know, if you watched our show on Monday or Wednesday this week, it was all about the goodie box. £25, 80 quid's worth of stuff in here, £25. You can get up to 4, and we guarantee that there will be different products in them. I've got some incredible news.
Oh gosh.
So I was talking to my friend Paul in the warehouse. Paul is our warehouse manager, and I said the goodie boxes are going to run out of stock, and he said, we've got another pallet. And I said, what do you mean we've got another pallet? And he said, over here, and he had a pallet of boxes unmade.
What?
Right? I said, how many? 1,320.
You're joking?
Extra. No. So when they delivered, because we obviously buy get the boxes printed, if that makes sense. When those came into us, they've been over delivered. So we should have enough to last the weekend. Should have. I thought that was going to sell out today, but it isn't. So hopefully there'll still be some there.
This is the best news ever.
Hopefully there'll still be some there on Saturday and Sunday. So if you haven't grabbed yours, grab it now. I'd be very, very surprised if they do last the full weekend, though. They're incredible. We're not going to open one today because I think we opened 3 on Monday and 3 on Wednesday, did we?
We opened loads.
So what is in this one, nobody will know apart from the person who gets it and actually opens it themselves. That's quite exciting. Second thing I need to tell you, it's National Craft Month. Ooh. Head on over to the blog to read a new craft idea every day for the whole month of March. Day 5 is all about die cutting, and we've got some cracking dies coming your way today. Win It Weekly. Shall we do it? This is your last chance today to enter this week's Win It Weekly competition. Do not worry. If you're watching this show on rerun, either on Facebook or on YouTube, because we do a new Win It Weekly every week, starting Monday morning at 10 a.m. on a Monday. Okay, so this week's Win It Weekly is for these beautiful Everlasting Memories multi-buy dies. There are 2 Moonstone dies here. You're going to get both of them if you win.
They're so pretty.
And there's 4 winners now.
I know, it's crazy.
It's great, isn't it?
And they're these are just so luxurious. They're going to look amazing with your little books, with your toppers. Making your own envelopes using that edged one there, because it just cut out on one side, so you could make fancy envelopes.
Am I right in saying, did I see you open one of the kits, one of the goodie boxes, and it had everlasting memories in it?
Yes, it
so
did.
if you got a goodie box, you might get everlasting memories, and if you win one of these, then
You've got pretty much the whole collection.
That would
there.
be the best week ever, wouldn't it?
Oh my gosh,
that would be fantastic. Okay, if you want to win with a chance of winning your set of these, 4 of them to win, we want you to like our video, share our video, and comment with this answer. Which actor, with your answer to this question, which actor once came third in their own lookalike competition? Which actor, I love this question, which actor once came third in their own lookalike competition? A, Elvis Presley, B, Marilyn Monroe, or C, Charlie Chaplin?
it's really difficult.
What do you think?
It's so difficult because like we were saying on Wednesday's show, I can imagine all of these people entering their competition
Because they're fun people.
Yeah, just for the whole hilarity of it.
Yes.
I don't even know if that's a word.
And no, it probably is. Of those 3, you can imagine that there would be tons of Marilyn Monroe lookalike competitions.
Oh yeah, and all of them
but
really.
Elvis impersonators, there are so many. So you lean towards Elvis. I know a lot of people have been saying Charlie Chaplin.
Loads of people.
So I don't know the answer to this. We're going to find out later. And always, as we do now, we give you a little bit of background information and actually tell you what the answer was before we give the prizes away, which is brilliant. Okay, one more thing, I think. This is, please indulge me. I know this is slightly embarrassing, everybody. It is a bit embarrassing. Or I'm just about to embarrass him. Although why I'm showing it, I'm not 100% sure, because he should be doing his schoolwork, but just in case he is, I'd like to say a great big happy birthday to our wonderful 13-year-old boy,
He's a
Ellery.
teenager.
We have a teenager. Oh, there he is.
Look at him.
That's Ellery this morning.
Happy birthday, Ellery.
Happy birthday. In his dressing gown. Yeah, he's 13 now. He's such a wonderful chap. We're ever so proud of him.
He's so good.
How he managed to create a boy who is so, he's kind, he's caring, he's loving.
The nicest little boy you've ever met in your life, isn't he? When he comes
brilliant.
here in summer and he was helping out.
He does well. He helped out in summer, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did so APC parcels and DPD parcels. If you were getting your parcels over the summer, there is a fair chance that Ellery was the person who was doing He earned himself some money over summer, which was fantastic. Happy birthday, Els, and happy birthday to anybody else whose birthday it is out there. Right.
Happy birthday.
That's enough waffling. Shall we take a look at some of the inspiration for our beautiful butterfly blue collection? Isn't it beautiful? It is something else. This launched on Create and Craft TV 2 days ago, I think, or maybe the night before.
The night before, yeah. It had a little sneak peek.
Sneak peek with Sheila,
yeah.
I think. Sheila launched it. It sold out. The bundle sold out, I think, just after the last show yesterday. Some of the upsells, as they're called, are coordinating products. So the acetate, I know that's sold out. The good news is all of it is available from us here today. So do not worry, we've got our stock. It is here, it is available. Shall we take a quick look at our pack shot? This is beautiful. So this gives you an overview, an idea of how beautiful that Butterfly Blue Ultimate Collection is. The Ultimate Collection contains the Topper Collection, which is £19.99 normally, and you can get it on its own for £19.99, which has 8 foiled and die-cut toppers in it, 8 sheets of foil cardstock and 8 sheets of printed cardstock. You've got 36 inserts there, which are those lovely watermark inserts all the way across the centre here. And you've got that amazing 8x8 paper pad. You save a tenner.
I love a paper pad.
It's a lovely paper pad.
It's great when you get them with collections
We
as well.
will show you through it as well.
Yeah.
But first, let's take a look at the toppers in this collection. Of course, you get yourself an inspiration sheet. And where would we be without our inspiration sheets?
On the floor,
couldn't
actually.
have been better
That
timed.
was the best thing ever.
Where
It
would
was like
we?
a ski slope
That's
dive
perfect.
off the table.
I wish it was on the full one though, because it went right off the table and down to the floor.
Oh, that was funny.
It's one of the Christmas bloopers already, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where would we be without our inspiration sheets? The butterfly blue inspiration sheet shows you the different products in the collection, but also look at that. You've got cards there, ready-made, inspiration ready-made, gives you the mojo to get yourself crafting.
And it's true, you know, because this morning I was looking at this kit and I was just like, I don't know what I'm going to do today. But looking at that inspiration sheet and all the different cards there, the different shapes and sizes, I was like, you know what? Let's go for it. Let's try these out. But it's just the artwork in here is incredible.
It's beautiful. But that's what it's all about now. It's all about just getting crafting, getting started. So as you can see, the gorgeous fold and die cut toppers. What's special about this? We haven't even mentioned it yet. It's the second word in this collection. It's blue.
It's blue.
And look at the foil.
Good.
So this is electric blue foil. We've never done it before. It's brand spanking new, and it really suits this artwork.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Gorgeous.
And just like the different textures you've got in the backgrounds and the patterns with all the flowers and the there's some really nice details in here as well that you can just pick out when you're having a look through it. But yeah, the blue foiling is just magical.
Isn't it gorgeous? So all these sheets I'm showing you here, you get 2 of each sheet. It's not just 1 of each sheet, you get 2 of each sheet. Love the arch topper there. Remember guys, these are all foiled and die cut for you, so you just press them out. If you're Anne-Marie, you snip off your pips.
You do.
If you're me, you're a little bit lazy and you don't.
Yeah.
I should do. I should improve on my finishing.
I should, but I just pop them out.
Ribbon border here on this side, but look at how many actual toppers you're getting on that sheet.
I know, and you can mix and match these. You can put these on tags as well if you want to sort of jazz up your gifts as well as your cards.
Absolutely stacked topper sheets, but look, the artwork's really pretty. Perfect for birthdays, obviously. This butterfly blue, and I think for some reason it works for men and women, because you can make that for a male card.
I really think so. I think there's some images that obviously are a bit more specific, but there are some toppers in there, especially that birthday one with those presents. You could definitely send that to males in your life.
I love the butterflies. So it's called butterfly blue, and there are butterflies sort of scattered throughout the artwork and throughout the sheets. But it isn't all about butterflies. So you've got the bird there, you've got the watering can with the flowers. There's a lot of beautiful florals in this. That's that gorgeous bird again. And that gorgeous foil, I mean, just look at that, it's incredible. So you've got the strips of foil there, and you've got that gorgeous detail here. Really nice. Of course, everyone, as you know, it's adorable, scoreable cardstock, so it is not going to crack when you score it. Use our adorable scoreboard for absolute perfection, and you're going to get those perfect cards. They're 350 GSM, these cards, so they're going to stand straight and true on the mantelpiece. They're not going to start folding and bending when the recipient receives them and when they've been up on the mantelpiece for a while. And because it's Hunkydory, because it's been made by you, they are going to be on that mantelpiece for a while, which is lovely. It's lovely when the last ones to come off are the ones that you've made, isn't it?
Yeah,
you know,
the nice ones.
So there are more butterflies in this sheet, which is beautiful. There's a sympathy one there.
Look at the accent foiling as well on that one,
gorgeous.
just on those borders.
It's fabulous,
It's
isn't
so
it?
pretty.
So remember, you're getting 2 of all of these sheets that we're showing you in this topper kit. That's gorgeous.
These.
Absolutely.
Those butterflies would be popping out of that sheet.
All your toppers are 300 GSM as well. As we said, they are pre-foiled for you. Right, so you get 2 of all of those in that topper collection. But in this ultimate collection, there's more. So let me show you the insert, and then we're going to go through, if I can do this. There we go. Again, same thing. I've got 1 of each here, but you get 3 of each of these. Now, they are beautifully watermarked. So you should just be able to get, there we go. If I get closer, Emily plays with that camera a little bit. You get the artwork, so you get the peacock there. Oh, that's an all-over sort of wash of little flowers.
It's a really ditzy pattern. It's so cute.
You won't be able to get the close-up on that. That's better, isn't it?
It's really nice. Pretty.
All of this 140 GSM, our insert stock weight, which you know at home is a beautiful stock weight. These are uncoated, so if you wanted to add a stamped sentiment to them, you absolutely can do. The choice is yours. Really pretty. I love this. The flowers, the floral spray here is ever so pretty.
It's really nice, isn't it? It's just so elegant.
It's different.
But even though it's like blue tones, it's really sort of like uplifting. It makes you really happy. This collection, I think. I loved making the cards for this collection. It was really fun.
That's good to hear.
Really
all
fun.
the artwork that you're seeing, any piece of artwork, any topper that you've got on those sheets in your topper collection, you'll get a coordinating insert there. And that's brilliant because then your card coordinates. So you've got what you've got in the front rolls straight through into what you have in the centre. Shall I show you this? Okay. Are you ready? Now, I'm rubbish at showing pads, but I'll do my best. This is the Butterfly Blue 8x8 paper pad. It comes padded for you so that you can just tear a sheet out as you want, or gently remove a sheet, I should say, as you want. It's double-sided, so each side, and as you can see, they coordinate so beautifully, don't they? Isn't that lovely? So pretty. And you get four of each sheet. So if you want to fussy cut and decoupage, you can do. So as you can see, 4 of each sheet. I won't show you every single individual sheet. I'll try and show you one of each sheet, if that makes sense. But look at this, isn't it pretty? That's the background from it. Let's see if I can jump on a couple of sheets. How pretty.
So nice. And because it's paper as well, if you want to sort of like layer on your cards, or if you're scrapbooking with this and you wanted to cut those butterflies out, it won't leave your pages really heavy because you're using this paper, and obviously it's lighter in weight. So I think paper pads are great for adding extra bits to your cards.
So this stock will match, the sort of satin sheen to it will match the adorable scoreable finish on the cardstock and on the topper sheets. Look at that, all over butterflies. And they're really pretty as well, aren't they? They're quite different. Again, these gorgeous backgrounds. So that's kind of a Hessian, or I believe they're called Hessian burlap in the States.
USA.
They certainly do. Look at that, look at the stars. How lovely. So you've got these, you can chop these out and you can make them the centre, you can make your own little toppers of that section if you will. So if you can imagine making that a topper and putting it on the centre there, matting and layering it onto a piece of Miri card is going to be perfect. This pad's 8x8, it's 150 GSM double-sided print throughout. That again, it could be my favourite piece of artwork, you know. You still get the butterflies, but this I don't know what flower it is.
You do some really fancy cutting with that as well and make a nice little sort of decoupage on there.
I just love the backgrounds. I don't know if you can pick it up on here, but it's just a real gentle, there you go. So it's sort of textured. But look at, I mean, that's a good close-up, isn't it? There we go, look at that. So you've got a whole sheet there. You can cut into that, you can make cards of any size.
Loads of fun.
Straight away you can see there, if you want to 6x4 toppers, you've got 2 of them on there, haven't you? You could just chop into them. You've got one on each side, bit of Miri, mat it up, and you're away.
Sentiment, away you go.
There are more sheets in this, but I'm going to leave it to your imagination. Double-sided, as you know, and we're going to go across, because this is what you really want, not to listen to me, but to see Natalie do some incredible demonstrations. Nat, what are you going to demonstrate with this?
I've chosen the Love is in the Air topper specifically because of that image that you really love, because I love this too. So I've got the coordinating foiled cardstock to go with it. I've got the insert to go with it as well. I'm going to bring in some paper pad, and I've kind of gone for a different colour to pick out some of the purples as well. And then obviously we've got some Miri. So we're going to do an 8x8, and I'm going to start off by, let's stick these on together. So this is going to be sort of the base of my card. So this is straight from the pad, and then I've cut this one down 1/4 of an inch shorter, so it gives me that nice little base there. So let's get my tape, which I've just covered up conveniently. And you can use your glues to do this, but I like to have everything super secure, so I am a tape lover. So let's just do all of the edges, because when you're sticking paper down, because it's quite flexible, it can sort of move about. So if you have as much tape on there as possible, gives it that space to really stick down, and you've got no lifting in your paper. So what I've done is I've just peeled off 2 sides, and then on the other side I'm just peeling off just to the corners. And I probably should have done this all the way around, but I'm trusting myself that I can stick it straight in the first go. So let's see how we get on with that.
We've got so many friends here with us on Facebook and YouTube today, Nat.
Yay.
Some lovely people, and some favourites, some people who I see come back again and again and always chat with us. It's lovely. Morning, Shelley. Morning, Zara has got a hot cross bun in each hand so
I
that she
read that
doesn't
before.
order them,
It
which
was
is
really
very
funny.
brilliant. It's brilliant.
So then I've got some of this beautiful blue mirror, which we're going to show you shortly, which coordinates perfectly. And this is cut to 7 inches. And I'm going to pop this on top, probably with foam pads. So we're just going to leave that off for a minute. And then I'm going to bring in my foiled cardstock for this. And I'm going to cut from, I want to keep the right hand side. Yeah, right hand side. I'll write with that side. So we're going to cut it this way around because it has a really nice little bow detail on here, and we're just going to trim that to 2 notches below 7. 2 notches below 7, and then I'm going to do it the same way on here, and which, oh, I love it when this happens. Okay, so I want to reuse this and bring it down so you've still got that in this nice little section that we've got. And where I'm cutting this to now is literally on this blue foil line is 2 notches below 7. So I know that I can trim that, I can lift it off, pick it up, and I'm going to bring it back down. So you've still got that beautiful image, but you're just shortening it to the size that you require. And it couldn't have gone any more perfect, actually. That it is exactly the right size to do that.
Natalie, Ann Dickinson has said, I'm just wondering if this set has been out in different colours. It never has. It's absolutely brand spanking new artwork, brand spanking new today at Hunkydory TV, and I think we launched it 2 days ago on Create and Craft. So this is, no one has ever seen this before. We've never done this blue foil before like this. It's absolutely beautiful. But Anne, you raise a phenomenal point. If you love this collection, but blue is not your colour, then if you keep your eyes open, sometime later in the year, maybe September-ish.
Oh, you're giving all the secrets away.
You know me, I don't like keeping secrets. I like people to know things. There may be something coming. Ooh.
Okay, so then this is going to go on our blue foil, which is just going to sort of coordinate with the blue that we've already got in there, but really make it sort of stand out and pop against this purple. But using the purple was essential because there's a lot of purple sort of in here, so I wanted to make sure that was all sort of taken care of. So now using my foam pads, we're going to stick these in the corners, and then I'm going to do some in the middles. Oh, that one's just popped off. And again, and then we'll stick this onto our piece. And I think when I craft, I do this quite a lot. I always leave putting it onto my card blank to the last minute, just in case I want to add any ribbons, if I want to change anything up.
It's a brilliant tip, that, Nat, because
to be able to do that.
If you want to put your ribbon on now, you're stuffed, aren't you? But 20 seconds ago, you could have put some on behind.
Yeah, I could have put some on behind here, but because it's still off, I still do have that room to do that. So I'm going with this beautiful image here, and I think because I have this bow detail, I could put it centrally and it would still work, but I want to just have it to one side to really sort of draw your eye down to this a little bit more. And then we've got You Are Beautiful. Oh no, I like that one actually. We've got All My Love or You Are Beautiful, but I think You Are Beautiful is going to be the best sentiment to use here. So we're going to pop this probably in this little area above this butterfly. Can I and should I add this extra little topper here? What do you think? Should we add an extra one, or should we keep it off?
I quite pop it on again. Let's see. Keep it off.
Keep it off because it does. It's nice having that space, isn't it, and being able to see this little section here.
The reason why I like that little flower bottom right is because it coordinates with the flower on the topper.
Yes. Yeah. You've got.
But hey, Nat, you do what you want. It's your card.
You do you, hun.
You do you. I like that.
So I'm going to use, because it's quite detailed, my background, and I do this very often actually when you have beautiful background paper, to avoid sort of fully covering it up. I'm going to take my middle frame and just leave that to one side, and we're going to stick this onto our section. So I'm going to do my outer frame first, and I want to use foam pads. So let me see if we've got the correct ones. We do. We've got some strips here. So the smallest strips on these are perfect to fit in your frame, and they're really flexible, so you can move them around like I'm doing. to get them covering all of your areas, like so. So I'm going to use one layer on my outer frame, and then just to create a little bit more dimension, we'll put 2 layers on our middle frame. So just get some scissors to snip that bit off there. Pop it on there so we can use it again. We'll peel this off. Oh, just a little bit missing off there. And then we can put this where we want it to go. So I'm going to go making sure that the top section here and the side section's fairly even. I'm going to pop that down like so.
It looks like such a lovely kit to work with now.
It's really, really nice. Like I said before, it's so happy and bright and colourful, and especially at this time of year where we're sort of like on the edge now, aren't we? We're waiting.
It's true. It's really true, isn't it? We are.
So it brings you quite a lot of joy actually crafting with this.
And we had a little bit of a false spring, didn't we? Was it last week? It was
sunny for a bit, wasn't it?
Yeah, I went for a bike ride and it was like...
You did?
I think it was 12 degrees, something like that. I was like, wow, we're nearly there. Of course, I went for a bike ride, was it 2 days ago? And silly me,
bitterly cold,
silly me! I didn't put the hat on underneath my helmet. My ears.
It was freezing.
Honestly, you could have chipped the frost off them when I got home. It
was. I can agree with you there because we went walking after work up the hill to watch the sunset, and I had my little like headband on that I've crocheted myself. But if I didn't have that on, it was one of those times as well where you get home and your legs are burning.
Yes,
like people
I know
who watch sport in the winter will understand this.
Do you remember that?
Or do sport in the winter
that from school as a child?
Yes, actually.
We had to wear. This is going back. This is going back, and people at home will remember this probably. But we used to have to wear shorts all the way through the year.
What?
And so midwinter we're still there in our shorts.
That's not okay.
And the reason for that is, with boys, we fall over. Skin heals
better than your pants.
Better than your pants, right? So skin doesn't need stitching up when do you know what I mean? So you look back now and you think that's a bit off, isn't it?
Okay.
How the world has changed.
So I've got now my inserts going the inside. Now this says I've trimmed down to 7 3/4 just so it's going to fit really nicely in the center. And then I've just put some tape on my back piece so I can lift this up now.
The layering with this that you've done is really pretty now.
Yeah, so I've just coordinated some of our shimmer gemstones because in the blues you've got 3 colours and one of them's quite a purpley like periwinkle blue, which I think works really nicely with this outer sort of purple I've pulled from my paper pad. So let's just stick.
Don't worry about. I know some of you will have noticed that Nat is there's colour on the other side, or a beautiful design on the other side
really
of
pretty.
there.
I didn't want to mess it up,
but you get 4 sheets of each.
You get loads of sheets included in that pad.
Don't worry.
And just pop another one in your basket because you're always going to use them. Paper pads are a great use for all different types of crafting. So then let's stick this in, and I've just put my tape on the top so it sort of is more of a traditional insert, and then there you go. You can see how all those colours really work together now, and using that mirri, and maybe if I made this card again, I would have maybe put mirri on the outside edge as well.
Okay.
Just to bring out the more purpley colours.
But we haven't shown that mirror yet,
we
have
haven't,
we?
and I just wanted to use a little peek, but yeah, there you go. And then you've got your insert that coordinates on the inside, all ready to go.
That's beautiful. Love it, Nat. Lovely, lovely card. Just reading through the comments here, I think it was Dawn said, my other half still wears shorts all year round.
So does my dad, actually.
Personally, I think he's mad, but there you go.
Yeah.
Does your dad do it as well?
Yeah, so recently we've been going on walks and meeting up with them. So we've met up with them in St. Anne's and Lytham a couple of times.
Okay.
And it's absolutely freezing, like -2. I've got 2 jackets on, a scarf, a coat, gloves, hat, and my dad's just there in like a big puffer coat,
but with shorts
on, and we're like, Dad, it's freezing. It's all right.
We've got the exact same thing. The guy who lives across from us, he's called Paul, and he's a lovely bloke. but he takes his dogs for a walk in all weathers, however
what Dad
cold
does.
it is, in his shorts. And we're inside the house with jackets on like this, and he's wandering past. You think, what? He's actually.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
You won't remember him now, but he was one of the presenters on Top of the Pops. A guy called Paul. So I forget his surname, but yeah, he was one of the presenters. Isn't that quite famous? Isn't it?
It is actually name dropping. You little name dropper.
Okay, let me show you a couple of beautiful cards that have been made with this collection. Then I'm going to tell you again about the Win It Weekly, and we'll have a look at some of the coordinating products. Absolutely beautiful this. So a nice easel card, simply done, but isn't it effective? How gorgeous. I love these two peacocks. And there's love here, isn't there?
Yeah, you can see it, can't you?
You can see it, there's love, which is why it's a perfect card for With Love. Look at this, the full length of an A4 there. Isn't that amazing? Whoop, there we go. Again, using... Natalie!
It's quite striking.
Look at that. So that is, do you remember earlier on when Natalie said, shall I put this this other topper to the bottom right? That is the same topper and the same topper there. So whether you'd seen that, or whether that was in your mind, or whether...
No, I hadn't actually.
So that just goes to show how people see this and go, I know what to do with it, which is great. Kat Hollis made this one for us.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Kat. She's one of the ladies who one of our creative team here at Hunkydory. Another card there from Kat. This is different. Look at this, with it coming right off there, off the corner. That's different. Love this. Sheila made this one. Oh, I like that. There's a little bit of ribbon on here. Can you see? Just here, a bow has been tied. Now you can do those with the bow maker if you struggle with making bows yourself. Some people like Nat and Anne-Marie can just do it in the hand, which is incredible.
Sometimes it's quite pesky though. The ribbon maker makes it perfect.
It can be. Aren't they absolutely lovely? Okay, so that's some more cards that have been made with our Butterfly Blue collection. I'll just move these out the way. Remind you about our Win It Weekly, if that's okay with everybody. If I can find the two things buried. Here we go. Everlasting Memories multi-buy. If you want to be in with your chance of winning both of these two dies.
Both of them?
Both of them. $14.99 each, but the multi-buy is $24.98. We try and give away 100 quid's worth of goodies every week. There are going to be 4 winners. 25 quid, 4 winners, it's 100 quid. I like it. We would like to know the answer to this question. Like, share and comment, please do. Which actor once came third in his own look-alike competition? Was it A, Elvis Presley, B, Marilyn Monroe, or C, what the general consensus seems to be, Mr. Charlie Chaplin? I like all three of those people. I don't know if I had to choose a favourite, it might be Charlie. I like Charlie Chaplin. He's super cool, but Marilyn Monroe was ace in her heyday, wasn't she? Absolutely.
She was a superstar.
She was an absolute superstar. Okay, let's take a look at some of the coordinating products. Guys, if you want Butterfly Blue, need to tell you this. Our stock is not massive. It's sold out on Create and Craft. The big bundle sold out on Create and Craft. The acetate, for instance, sold out on Create and Craft. This won't last long. If you are coming back and looking for this in a couple of weeks' time, I've got to tell you, it's very unlikely that it's going to be there. At the minute, we are struggling as a company to keep products in stock. So we launched...
It's madness, isn't it?
To give you an idea, we launched Acorn Wood Bunny Special Day. How long ago, Emily, any idea? Week and a half, 2 weeks ago?
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. There is a tiny bit of stock left. Crafters Companion have just taken the majority of the remainder of our stock, and there wasn't that much left for one of their Crafters TV shows. Forever Floral's Spring Medley.
Yeah.
Melody, sorry, I do apologise. Medley is fruit, isn't it? Medley's fruit? Yeah, okay. Don't eat your cardstock at home, please. I know it looks good enough to eat, don't do it. Again, Crafters Companion took the last stock. There's a tiny bit left.
We're going to have to stop it, aren't we?
We're going to have to stop giving Crafters Companion stuff, you know. Yeah, so again, same thing happened with that. Things are just selling out like you wouldn't believe. We are bringing waterfall cards back in volume. We're remanufacturing those. The decoupage birds we've remanufactured. We might have to remanufacture those again. If you want your craft goodies, grab them while you can. I hate it when people miss out. Right, that's enough of me waffling on again. Let's take a look. Can we do the dies next?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Sorry to be a pain. I know I've gone out of order. 2 new sets of Moonstone dies. Save £5 with this bundle because they're $14.99 each if you want to buy them singly if you just want one, or $24.98 for the pair. And what's really nice with our offer on Moonstone dies is dies this size, the £14.99 size, they're all available on this $24.98 for 2, and that includes ones that have just launched, and I love that we do that. I think it's really, really important. I hate things being cheaper, not that long later, if that makes sense. But if you see, there's some beautiful strips in here. Now, what's your favourite of these dies?
I actually like the panel one. The one that
So is
that one, yeah.
This one?
No, the other one.
This one?
Yeah, with that straight edge panel. Sorry.
Okay, I'm going to show you some cards that have been made. So first, wow. And that is the power of this blue mirror, just when it's used with white. Isn't that gorgeous? It's so simple, isn't it? It's
really simple, like just using the white in the mirror, but look how the mirror reflects underneath that when it catches the light. It's really pretty. But this die as well, you can sort of move it around, so you can have it sort of at an angle, you can have it on square cards. You don't necessarily have to have it on taller cards, but it just looks beautiful.
Look at that, that's much more muted, but really, really pretty. So that's that gorgeous panel that Natalie's talking about. Well, let me show you that panel used in a slightly different way. Isn't that brilliant? Again, absolutely gorgeous, very, very clever, but that's utilising that blue mirror. The intricacy of that with the blue mirror really, really works, doesn't it? And another way of using that that die, the internal die there.
Oh, I love it. Look at that little think border as well that you've created with that die. That's so creative to think that way, that you could do that. I love that.
Absolutely beautiful.
Really
and
pretty.
You can see our diamond sparkles, you see on lots of our cards, diamond sparkles get used. So they've been used here in the set for the centre of the butterflies. Now they're pearls. Our pearls are back in stock. You can grab them. There's pearls used here. So you can see that the pearls are really working well with this collection.
They are.
You can also see that the shimmer that you used earlier on works well with the collection.
Yeah.
Also the original diamond sparkles, the blues there. You can get the diamond sparkles. You can either get a bundle where you get all of them together, and you just go on our website and you'll find diamond sparkles. You type it in, you'll find them. There's loads of them. Or if you want to, you can buy individual sheets. So adding a set of the blue, which are £2.49. I think it's £2.49 per sheet. And you get loads of gemstones on those.
Absolutely, loads, yeah, loads of different colours, varieties.
All self-adhesive as well, so and they're all individual, so you just peel them off.
Yeah,
pick them off. Okay, so that's the cutting dies and some cards. Beautiful work. Let me show you. And we said earlier on, didn't we, that this sold out. I think you'll see why. Butterfly Blue, luxury foiled acetate, £9.99. Remember, you get your club discount off all these, so any prices that you see, if you're in our club, free to join, guys. Free to join. You automatically get 5% discount. So that will be £9.50 instead of £9.99. What a deal. Beautiful. Emily has very kindly popped a piece of white card behind each of these, because these are actually see-through acetate. Can you see? Look at that. I love that we do foiled acetate.
This is so nice though. All of these patterns you'll find within your cardstock, so they coordinate really nicely. That one there with the butterflies on the bottom is so nice. And the one coming up as well is also just divine with the flourishes you've got on there.
If you're at home looking at the screen, I can imagine that it's unlikely that you see foiled acetate from other companies. It is so incredibly difficult to do and do well and do properly. Upside down butterflies. But our team are so, it sounds like blowing my own trumpet, but I'm not, I'm blowing their trumpet. Our team are so talented. Really good. The production team, they're absolute crackers. And they can get this incredible substrate to foil on this incredible substrate with such delicacy and intricacy. I think it's amazing what they do. So there are in total 16. Oh, I don't think we even showed. Did we show the? Oh, it just looks, because of the way they are, it looks like it's you can lay these on top of each other, you see. So it looks like it's a full all-round border, but it isn't. It's just sheets on top of each other. Love the acetate. Will you be demonstrating with the acetate, or is it?
Yeah, I will be.
Okay, ready, Teddy? Let's take a look at the electric blue mirror card, and this might do funny things to the camera. £7.99 for 20 sheets. That's a deal. All the sheets are the same, so I'm going through them just for the fun of it. It doesn't really mean anything, does it? But once you've seen one, you've seen them all. But look at the colours that you get out of this. Isn't that amazing?
It's the best thing. And having I need to acetate then. Having Miri that coordinates with your kit when it's a colour is just the best thing ever. And you need to add it to your basket because this blue has been specially designed to go with this kit. So if you have blue at home from any of our other kits, it might work, but it's not going to be this perfect.
Love it. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. I don't know what... it's 220 GSM. I do know. It says it on screen. Love the colours that comes through with this. I've not seen that blue Miri before, and when it's gone, and it will go. So it won't stay in stock, and I'm sorry about that for the people who miss it. Last one I'm going to show you is some lovely Fluttering Butterflies foil cardstock. Again, there are 16 different sheets in this, 16 A4 sheets, 350 GSM. Sounds good.
Got a wobble.
It's a bit of wobble, and it's foiled as well, so you've got those gorgeous butterflies foiled throughout. Lovely. I love the colours. Again, butterflies in Australia, butterflies in the UK. Depends on the time of day, I suppose, but look at that. Really, really pretty. Different designs.
This one's nice.
4 different designs and 4 of each, isn't it?
When you've got like the really detailed butterflies, it's really pretty. It's so different as well.
There we go. So I'm just going to show you those 4, and then we're going to go across to Natalie, who's going to have a play.
Hi again. So for
That was
this one,
quite cute, Nat.
oh hi again. I'm using a lot of the different things that Dan showed you there. So we're using this die set, which has the wonderful paneling. We're using some foiled butterflies, that cardstock, and I'm going to bring in some acetate as well. So all of the different pieces in there. What I've done is I've got a piece of our cardstock from the collection here, and it did have a little flourish down this side, which I've trimmed off just to this nice pattern here. I've got my one die ready stuck down, so I'm going to make sort of like a front panel for my card, which is going to be 3 inches or thereabouts. So I've got my die in place here. I can see here that 3 inches is there, and if I just lay this die next to this one, I can get that to 3. So let's just stick this down. Now this isn't going to fit through my my machine, so I'm going to have to cut my cardstock down slightly, but I didn't want to cut it down before and then cut too much away. So if I now get my trimmer, we can just lie this here. I'm just going to cut this off because we've still got quite a bit there that you could use on a different card. Then let's put this through our machine. So I'm using my MIDI, my plates are ready. I'm just going to sandwich that between, and we'll run that through. And because it's quite intricate, I'm going to just pass it back the other way. Or actually, let's just see first what we've got, because it might have done.
Natalie, I've got what I think is my favourite comment of the day.
It's perfectly.
And I've lost it. There we go. Liz Moore says, she was talking about the blue Miri. That's the colour I'm going to do my hair when we're allowed.
Oh, that would be so much fun. Okay, so now this is going on 6 by 6, so it's a little bit over. So if I'm just going to roughly trim that there before I get all my bits out from my die. So then I can bring in my die brush. I can get all of these little elements out, and you can see how detailed this is when you start to pop everything through.
No, I didn't realise we've got some more.
We've got loads
products. I didn't realise.
Loads of products to show.
Wow, the adorable scoreable butterfly blue selection cardstock is ace. The colours in it, super pretty.
Okay, so let's pop this through. Oops. There we go, got that out now. And then it's just those little bits that are running down this back bit here. I'll just pop all of those out. Nearly there. Let's do a little bit more. See if I can get these with my brush. There we go. The last one is out. So we've got all that detail there. I'm just going to pop these just to the side now. And we can...
Now,
so I'm going to go from this side first.
Lynn says that she'd love a car the colour of that Miri. Wouldn't it be beautiful?
A card?
A car.
A car. It would be, actually.
You thought I said card? You can have one.
I thought you said card.
You can have one.
You can have a card. We can do that. So I'm going to trim this to the top, and it will just take off that panel that you get there. I'm trimming that to 6 by 6, and then we might just need to, that's going to come away now because obviously that's at the length that it needs to be. I'm just going to trim this little bit off here that's just poking over, and I've got one at the top here. So that is sort of like this is going to be the front panel of our card, and I'm going to pop this on top of some of that beautiful Miri to really make it stand out. Now what I wanted to do, and if we've got, is to use this as a guide and put this sort of exactly where it was, but just a little bit further on, like so, I reckon. So we've got that. Is that right? Is that going to be wonky when I actually stick it?
There's nothing wrong with trying that.
So we'll go, let's just move it out again. I'm going to pop that there because I kind of want it to have like that Miri behind it, but I want the pattern to be replicated in the Miri.
This is what I love. So you are learning and finding out whether it's going to work.
Yeah, we'll just have a go.
We'll have it. That's it. We'll have a go because you can always have another go if it doesn't work out.
Yeah, we've got plenty of Miri. We can try again. If it doesn't, we can just put it down flat and make it so this is just the edge that goes near our acetate. You can do whatever you like, and that's the thing about crafting.
A little bit of a delivery update on our ink pads. They were due in. Well, they were first due in about 3 weeks ago. It's around. Is it worked? Is it perfect?
Yeah.
Excellent. That's gorgeous.
Let's stick this on now.
Unfortunately, around the coast, from what we are told anyway, certainly around Folkestone, it's like a car park out in the shallow out there in the sea. It's like a car park in the sea. All the boats, and they're not letting them in, or they're coming in very, very slowly. The ink pads have been in the country tantalisingly, but not decamped. It's called, which is quite exciting. But they are arriving here today. When we came in, they had not yet arrived. Now, as we're in here in the studio, I can't tell you whether or not out at the warehouse front doors, Paul is forklifting
that
the
off.
pallets of ink pads or not, but they are coming today and they will be going out today. So they're a little bit later than we first hoped, and we do apologise for that. These pre-orders can be a little bit of a pain like that, but congratulations to everyone who's got yours. They've been out of stock for some time, those ink pads.
I know, but they'll be coming.
They are coming, and the deal on the ink pads was incredible.
I can't believe it. Less than half price.
It's absolutely crazy. I think it's $39.99.
Yeah, it is.
For 36 ink pads
and a handbook.
A handbook that teaches you how to use them.
It's crazy.
Guys, if you want that, so as I say, they are in today. So they'll be dispatched from us today. We have people waiting.
I know, eagerly waiting.
Eagerly waiting.
And there's piles of boxes. It's crazy. I said to Kath yesterday, I said, how are you? She's just covered everywhere. Is behind us covered in boxes, in front of us covered in boxes, just waiting for that product to go in it. So they will definitely be going out, and I'll bet they'll be glad to get it out of their area.
Absolutely.
So
they hate it. Do you know what? So we do.
They really do.
It's called work in progress, which I'm sure people at home will know. But we do the analysis on how many orders are in the system and what the age of those orders are. And if you ever do anything like pre-orders, you have a batch of orders that are sat there and they can't go. But they're so you know these guys. It will sound terrible when I say they get irritated about things, but which is a good thing really, that they're annoyed that they can't get these orders out and they want to get them out of the system. They're doing so well with dispatch. Everybody, the goodie boxes are flying out the door. People are receiving them and loving them. So some of the feedback we've had has been gorgeous, and thank you so much.
So I've used some red tape to stick my butterflies on top of there now, and it's just, well, the way I've stuck it just overhangs slightly on here and this edge as well, but we can peel that off. So now let's build up our card. So we've got our card ready to go. Now this measures, it actually, if I do cut it at just under 3, so if I use, this is a 6x6 card blank, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to position, using this as my guide, I'm going to put that on 3. I'm just going to put it just under, so I'm going to go 2 notches under the 3, so I know that there's going to be a nice white gap there. So then I'm going to peel that off, cut that off, sorry, and then with my acetate, we're cutting this to 6x6, which has this beautiful detail in here that's going to go behind it, so 6x6 on that. And then, because we're using acetate, I'm going to use red tape again. I'm going to use the thickest one that we've got, and I'm going to stick this, so I'm going to go as close to the edge of this dot as possible, right here. Then we're going to go to the back panel, like so again, and then let's stick this onto our acetate. So we'll make sure that this is nice and lined up. So we've got off the front of our card ready to go now, with that beautiful detailing on the background. Then I'm going to stick this again using red tape, because it's the strongest, and because this is going to be the front of our card, we want to make sure it's nice and secure. So then we'll stick this to the front of our panel that we have just used our trimmer to cut away. Oops. So that can go on here, and then it will fit just perfectly, and you can see there that you've just got that shape there now, which you don't want hiding because you want to be able to see around it. And then to go inside, I've got some blue mirri, and I've got that beautiful patterned cardstock with the butterflies on, so it's all going to coordinate really, really nicely. So let's get our tape
Natalie,
on here.
this is coming together beautifully.
I'm glad, because it was
Just
something
like,
that I thought, oh, this might work, but it was one of those ones that I hadn't tried out yet, so I was just sort of hoping that it would come together like this, and it has, so that's a good thing.
Just like Hannibal from the A-Team, which will mean nothing to you, will it, whatsoever? But he used to say, I love it when a plan comes together.
I've never actually seen Hannibal.
Have you? No, it's not. It's from the A-Team.
I thought it was a film.
No, Hannibal is a film, but it's not. Hannibal's not the kind of film that you should be watching at your age, Natalie. No, no, no.
Oh, is it scary?
It's a very scary one.
I really don't like scary films, so I wouldn't have seen it anyway.
Either.
No, don't watch them.
People at home, tell us, you like scary films, do you, Emily?
Oh, Emily does, yeah.
Everyone at home, do us a favour. Will you comment, YouTube and Facebook? Do you love scary films or hate scary films? Are you a scary film watcher or are you not?
No.
Let's sort of do a little mini poll and see if we can work out whether Hunkydory lovers are scary movie watchers or not.
So I was going to put a sentiment on here, and I probably will do, because there is a few actually, but I'm just thinking, where will it go? Because actually, let's just run it through. We can put it on the back. We can put it on the back centerpiece of our card. So I'm using our mirri, and then I'm going to get some glue, some white craft glue to stick this on. So we need to finish it off. You've got to have a sentiment. So this is the Best Wishes from that collection. It's really quite thin actually, but it's beautifully detailed. It's a really nice script font, and it just pops out all in one go, and you've got your best wishes there. So then with some white craft glue, and I bet I can't get any of this out because it looks, oh no, I can hear it. Did you hear that little squish?
Talking about glue, Natalie.
Oh, this is exciting.
Are you ready,
Teddies?
Are you ready, Teddies? Talking about glue, are you ready? Monday is construction glue back in stock day. I am so excited. Well, the delivery comes in Monday. So we will put it back on the website and available to order from Monday. When it's going back on the website as the multi-buy, I said we'd do it. We're going to knock another £1 off, okay? Because I am sorry that it's been out of stock for so long. I know it seems crazy that back in stock stuff is going to get a special discount, but I love doing that. I think it's brilliant.
Okay.
So another £1 off.
I made so much mess.
That's lovely.
So you've got, it's a bit crazy actually. There's loads going on. So you've got that really nice front. If I peel that back, you can see there, that front with the acetate. And then on the inside, you've got that beautiful sort of detail. It is mega crazy. There's loads going on. But
it
it's
all
quite
works.
fun and it all coordinates really nicely.
Do you know what I love? I love that you've just done that. That's off the cuff.
A bit mental. Apologies.
That right there, crafters, is a talented lady. Not bad, not bad. Well done,
Crazy.
Natalie. Everybody, I'm going to remind you the Win It Weekly question, and I'm going to tell you that you've got 5 minutes, and then that is it. We will accept no more comments, no more entries for it. So we would like to know, which actor once came third in their own lookalike competition? Was it A, Elvis Presley? Was it B, Marilyn Monroe? Or was it C, Charlie Chaplin? Pop your answer in the comments on Facebook, on YouTube, or indeed on the Hub. But you've got 5 minutes to make sure that you've got your answer in. Okay, then we will do the magic. We will choose the people. The people get randomly chosen, and then within about 15 minutes or so, we will be announcing the winners, and then we're going to spin the wheel. But before we do that, a couple more things. I'm going to tell you about our, and I'm going to do this the wrong way round, so I'll get in trouble from Emily, I'm sure, but I want to tell you about our Crafting with Hunkydory issue 58 magazine. It is out now and available. There's gifts in there worth 19 quid, over 100 projects in here for the launches that we've brought you recently, some upcoming launches, and indeed, as you can see, the gorgeous butterfly blue on the front. So this is our bi-monthly magazine. Subscribers will already have had theirs, they will already have picked it up. You can subscribe to this if you live in the UK and get it delivered bi-monthly. It will be delivered straight to your house before everyone else gets it, which is brilliant. You've got how-tos in here from Rachel. You've got a ton of projects, as we said, there's over 100. That's that gorgeous Acorn Wood Bunny special day. We published this here in-house, would you believe? It is the editor, would you believe? Come on, let me just double check. Is it Anne-Marie? Anne-Marie? No, it's not. It's Anne.
It's Anne.
You see that name there, Anne? Do you know who she is? I call her something different.
Do you?
You guys may call her Anne. Do you know what I call her?
She's
Mum.
She's the real boss.
Or
around
mummy
here.
if I'm in trouble. Mummy, because I get away with things. I'm going red here. What 43-year-old still calls their mum mummy? Decoupage pads. There's loads and loads and loads in here. I've talked my mum into giving me a little segment in this.
I don't know how she's said
I know,
yes.
it's brilliant. From the next magazine onwards, we're going to have a little segment in this. You know, Nat said earlier on that I like giving secrets, and I do. So I've said, can I have a little segment in Crafting with Hunkydory where I talk about what's coming up, what new stuff is going to be coming, and give away some secrets? And she said yes.
I don't know how you got her to agree to that.
Love it. With that, you get 90 quid worth of goodies. There's a gorgeous stamp in here, just for you, which is fantastic. The Cool Cats collection. It's lovely, absolutely brilliant. Grab it while you can. Again, it'll go out of stock, I'm sure, £8.99. Let's show you the last 2 products that we have to show you today. We're going to get one more demonstration with Natalie.
Yeah.
Yes. And then we're gonna give you the win. We do a lot of gunners here. We're gonna give you the Win It Weekly winners, and we're going to spin the wheel. This is Butterfly Blue Adorable Scoreable cardstock. Look at the colours. Isn't it gorgeous? So these colours have been chosen, have been picked out to match with the Butterfly Blue. And as I go through, you'll see. 350 GSM, 30 sheets of Adorable Scoreable, £9.99. I love that we still put 30 sheets in for £9.99. And that hasn't changed. I'm really pleased with it.
There's a great selection in here though. It's really pretty, and they all coordinate with that kit wonderfully.
Isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it pretty? And we're into the doubles there. So there are, I'm guessing, how many designs are there? Do we know? 10 designs, 3 of each. That's perfect. 10 designs, 3 of each in here. Okay. Grab it while you can. We try and keep these in stock as much as we can. 350 GSM, Adorable Scoreable. You know it, you love it. Last product to show you is for our stampers. And before I show you, in fact, let's see if I can do one by one. If I can work out which goes with which. That goes with that one. That goes with that one. And that goes with that one, I think. Okay, 3 brand new stamp sets. The first one I'm going to show you is You Make My Heart Flutter. It's called Fabulous Flutterbys, and you've got the actual butterflies here that are used through this kit. Look at them. They're all the ones that you get. Isn't that great? You get that sentiment, You Make My Heart Flutter, as well, and a lovely silhouette butterfly there as well, just to add wherever you want.
So nice.
Really, really pretty. These are great for colouring in, as you can imagine. They're manufactured here in the UK as well, which I love. Let me show you a card with one of those gorgeous butterflies on. Isn't that nice? Sheila did that. I love the background she's made as well. Isn't it really pretty? That's Sheila with some, that is, well, that's definitely embossed, so it's embossing powder. It's black embossing powder that she's used. Very nice. Let's take a look at this one. Here we go. Number 689, and it's called Butterfly Blooms. And there we go. Probably better to show you like that, or indeed like that with the white. How lovely. Isn't that nice? You can get all 3 of these for 16 quid. If you only want one, you can get it for 8. But who would want one for 8 when you can get 3 for 16? Look at the background, isn't it gorgeous? And there is another example of it coloured in. I've got a couple more cards to show you, and then we're going across to my mate Natalie. Look at this. I love the yellow and black.
It's really nice, isn't it? And with stamping, you can use these show you exactly what I mean here. You can create anything you want to by the colours that you use. Anything. Absolutely anything. It's great.
We're with you now. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I was stood there doing
waiting,
this.
But I wasn't sure. Okay, so for this, we're going to do some heat embossing. We're going to do quite a simple card, but we're going to create a really nice background to go on it. So to create the background, I have already got it, but I just wanted to show you how you can do this. So this is my premium watercolour ink card. I've got a big block here, which I'm going to use my brush markers, and I'm just putting them down onto here so I can create a palette here. Using my water brush allows me to be able to flush the colour in here and really pick it up, and then you can do this in lots of different ways, but I like to use my water brush because I'm in control of where the colour sort of lies, whereas if you do this sort of technique with like a sandwich bag or something like that, you're a little bit more, you're not in control of sort of like the pattern you create. So I've done this and I've used 3 different colours just to sort of get them all around here, and then we've let that dry, and that's given us this really sort of nice washed effect that we're going to use here. What I am going to do, I want to bring in some green, so if I just spin this around, we've got a green here. I'm just going to pop this on my acrylic block and then pick it up, and I just want to use the green as like splats, just to give it a little bit of difference. And if you want sort of larger splats or larger areas where the green is, you can just go in and add them with your brush as well.
Those water brush pens are out of stock, I'm afraid, and they are out of stock quite long term. I think it's going to be a couple of months, May the earliest, until those come back into stock. They come from the same place as our watercolour pencils, which you might have noticed that we're not doing promotions or bringing you lots of inspiration with the watercolour pencils right now, and that's because I know we haven't got very many left.
No, we
so
don't
I'm trying to string it out for the people who want to find it when they get there, rather than sell them all out now and then they're out of stock for ages. But again, it's another one that if you want those watercolour pencils in that gorgeous roll, if you want them, you probably need to grab them because they will go out of stock.
So I'm just drying this off, and you want to make sure that it's proper dry, because when you heat embossing it, when you heat emboss it obviously sticks to bits that are wet, bits that are sticky, so you need to be really careful to make sure that this is all 100% dry. So now we've got that dry, I'm going to use my anti-static bag to just go over here. Now my card is going to be landscape like this, so let's trim it down actually first. Let's trim it down. So I'm doing a 5x7. I've already cut my layers, so I'm using some Adorable Scorable, which is that green, and then I've used a piece of paper. It's a kind of like that burlaps one. So that blue is just over, I think if I do 4 1/4, it's gonna fit it perfectly, but I'm just gonna go up a little bit and then spin it around so I've got that blue sort of going the whole way around. So 4 by 2, let's just check that that gives us a nice blue edge. It does. And then I'll do the same on the other side. I'm gonna do that 6 and 2, which you can just see that notch just under there. So then that gives you a nice sort of background to put your piece on, like so.
Lovely. Nat,
Yeah?
we've got, Lynn Gibbs says that she would love to learn about heat embossing.
Oh, we can do that in our next.
Well, not in our next one we can't, because I know something that even you don't know, Nat. And
Honestly.
I honestly, right, I cannot keep...
I know something you don't know.
I can't keep a secret. I'm absolutely... You know they say loose lips sink ships, yeah?
This is one of them.
If I had ships, they'd all be sunk. Honestly, they would. I'd have a battalion at the bottom of the ocean. She would love to learn about heat embossing. Well, we will be doing a Technique Tuesday on heat embossing, probably sometime round about the Christmas launch. And why would we do that now? Why would we do a Technique Tuesday on heat embossing if we don't have our own embossing powders? We wouldn't, would we?
No,
No.
we wouldn't.
So you can work that one out. How good's that? Are you excited?
I am excited, actually.
I'm very excited.
That is quite cool.
Yeah, I got the email with the results of the tests that we've been doing. Came just before we came in here, Nat. So yes,
That's so sneaky of you.
It's
I was
very,
actually
very
like,
good.
then I was like, what is he going on about? I would know about this stuff.
no,
This is super cool. Okay,
Very
so I'm putting my butterflies on, and I'm actually then adding my powder on because obviously it's embossing ink. You can't see where your butterflies are going, so we're just adding them in sort of like an order. I'm changing my butterfly up every time because these butterflies are so beautifully detailed, and there's different details in all of them, and I'm adding them just to this one edge, as you can see, and then going in, adding my powder, knocking that off, and then we'll go in with this one here, this little small one, and we'll put him here.
So Nat, I'd like you to guess what the final results were as to whether our Hunkydory lovers, our viewers, in general, do they like scary movies or do they not like scary movies? Are they with Emily, who loves them, or are they with Nat and myself, who hide behind the sofa?
It's true, people.
And indeed, could not go for a wee after the first time we'd seen Jaws.
I genuinely
Just me or everyone else as well?
I can't sleep at all after I've watched a scary film. Not even a scary film, but like even just series that we're watching on like Netflix. I'm terrible. Absolutely terrible.
So do you think go on, what do you think?
I think maybe they're not scaredy cats like us.
Would you
know.
believe? Well, you'd think that they are intrepid
I think
explorers
they,
of the
I
scary
think they
movie
love
genre.
Scary movies.
Absolutely not. They're just like us.
Are they? This
Absolutely.
is good to know. Maybe
We're a
it's
team of scaredy cats and we're happy.
It must be a crafter thing. Okay, so now I've got my butterflies on there. I'm going to bring in my heat gun. And I'm just doing it to this side because I realised that I should have put all that embossing powder away. So we'll just direct my heat in the opposite direction.
Love Tammy Lane says that she talks in her sleep, so she can't keep a secret either. She gives away all her secrets while she's sleeping. That's brilliant. So you're just heating this so that to activate that powder.
To activate that powder to bring in that beautiful silver, and then we've got a really nice sentiment on here as well, which I'm going to do in silver. I'm just going to go over my area because when you're doing text, you want it to be super clear. I'm going to go over the area where that is. And this one says, "You make my heart flutter," which is just adorable. And I'm actually so impressed with how brave I'm being here because I'm heat embossing and I'm just using an acrylic block. This is not like me at all.
Normally you're stamping press.
I'm all for the stamping press.
We have acrylic blocks in stock, guys. We also have our fabulous stamping press in stock. We do believe it's the best on the market. We're told that by our customers, by the people who bought it as well. and who've tried others. We did test a number of different stamping presses and came up with this design that works so much better, we believe. Your mileage may vary.
So now we are ready to build up our card. So we can pop this on. I'm going to do pads actually, because I think it will be a nice sort of lift off the colour. So I'm going to put pads on here, and because this cardstock has obviously been heat embossed, you've added water onto it. It is a little bit warped, and you can see that. So when you're sticking your foam pads on here, you do need to make sure you've got pads sort of
across it,
everywhere, as many as you can fit on.
Did you heat emboss the centre? Did I miss that?
Yeah, you did.
What was I doing?
Chatting.
Talking too much as usual.
Always.
I'm reading the comments. We've got some lovely comments and some great tips going on between people as well, which is brilliant.
I love that.
I do love that. It's a real team, isn't it?
Yeah.
The viewers.
It's nice to share sort of your tips and tricks that you've learned with other people, because that's how everyone learns new things. So now we put this on our little blue and green background we created from our adorable scorable and our paper pad, and you can see now that's nice and stuck down, all sort of flat and straight. We can just stick this straight onto a 5x7, and obviously it's going to go on its side like so.
You know, I forgot to tell people that they couldn't join in with the Win It Weekly anymore, don't you? Now that looks lovely.
It's really pretty, isn't it? It's
really
super
pretty.
simple, but it's a really striking card with all those different techniques in there.
Well done, Nat. So that's 3 very different cards. Can we see all 3 of them together?
Yeah, okay, so this is number 1. Where did I put the others? Just have to move my mess.
There we go. Just because I'd like to show how different your cards have been with this same collection.
The beautiful big 8x8 with that collection. Then we've got our crazy one where we incorporated all of our mirror and our dies, and then we've got this one that we made with our stamps.
So with your stamps, obviously you could go any colour, but Natalie has used that blue.
I love the blue.
Because the blue is so nice, isn't it? The electric blue mirror as well. I don't think that's going to be in stock for very long.
Me neither.
Absolutely gorgeous. Let's take one last look at our beautiful Butterfly Blue Ultimate Collection. So for those of you who love this collection, grab it while the stocks last. You get your topper collection in there with 8 topper sheets, fold and die cut toppers, 16 sheets of cardstock, 8 of them are accent fold as well. They're at 350 GSM. Adorable scorable as you'd expect. You get 36 inserts in there with those gorgeous watermark artwork. You also get that 8x8 paper pad that Natalie used earlier.
It's crazy.
Really, really pretty. All for £29.97. You save a tenner.
You do.
I like it. Saving a tenner is good. Okay, we've got 2 more things to do, people, before we wish you a very happy weekend. One of them is Win It Weekly, the other one is Spin the Wheel. And first we are going to give you the Win It Weekly winners. So, thank you very much everybody who entered into our Win It Weekly competition. As I said, there'll be another one starting next Monday at 10 AM. The question we asked you was, which actor once came 3rd in their own lookalike competition? Was it A, Elvis Presley? What do you think? Yes or no, Nat?
No.
It was not Elvis Presley. It was not. It was not Elvis Presley. B, Marilyn Monroe.
Possibly.
Yes or no? Possibly.
Yes. I'm going to say yes.
It was not Marilyn Monroe.
Everyone was right then. I should have gone.
The answer was C, Charlie Chaplin. And I have a little bit of information. Charlie Chaplin really did once lose a Charlie Chaplin lookalike contest.
Isn't that hilarious?
While walking around San Francisco, Chaplin happened upon the contest and, feeling he had a distinct edge over the competition,
of course,
as he would, he signed up. After placing 3rd, he was so annoyed that he contemplated teaching the other entrants how to do the Chaplin walk.
That's like 2 people.
Though if he had, no doubt someone would have told him he was doing it wrong. Isn't that brilliant?
That's hilarious.
Isn't that brilliant? Okay, so we're giving away our Everlasting Memories multi-buy. Emily, you have the information. Please will you give us our 4 winners? Let's say a big congratulations this week to Cheryl Worley. Congratulations to Vicky Cook. A big congratulations to Judy Willis. And of course, congratulations to Leslie Cobb. You are the 4 winners of this week's Win It Weekly. Congratulations. These will go out today for you. They should be with you by Monday, no later, which is brilliant. We hope you really enjoy using them. As I say, a new one, 10 o'clock. Don't worry if you didn't win there. Oh, there's also a chance to win in a minute because it is now time to...
Spin the wheel!
Natalie finally managed to get 3 words in edgeways and
Beat you to it.
Beat me to it and said spin the wheel. Viewers, thank you so much for spending the day with us. We really enjoyed it. It's time to spin the wheel. I spin here now. You get a minute to comment anything. What do you want to comment today, Natalie? Let's have something. What's something interesting? What do you want to comment?
Lunch ideas.
Lunch ideas. So let's know what your lunch ideas are. And maybe the best one wins. Emily, is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay, so whoever comes up with the best lunch idea wins, all right? And let's see what you could be in with a chance of winning. It's not a bad spin. It's a Miri Megabuy. Congratulations.
That is a good one.
So you will get a Megabuy of Miri. It will be worth at least £20. I will come up with it myself. And if you're not happy, you let me know. But you will be happy. I'll make sure it's good. So I'll just pop this back down here for a second. And you've got a minute to comment on lunch ideas. What is your best lunch idea for the day? While you are commenting, TV schedule, Create and Craft. We're on there tomorrow.
We are.
At 1:30. Who is it, Natalie?
It's Sheila.
It's Sheila. Sheila is on Create and Craft tomorrow. And what's she doing?
Our brand new decoupage books.
Decoupage books. Excellent. She'll also be there at 5:15 p.m. So that's quite a long day. She's got, because she drives down, she does 1:30 p.m. on Create and Craft, then 5:15 p.m. And then she drives all the way home. Thank you very much, Sheila. So if you want to watch Sheila tomorrow, Create and Craft TV. You can get Create and Craft TV on Sky, Freeview, Virgin,
everything.
on the internet. It's all over the show, which is good. We're going to add a product to our rollover box. There is a rollover on that spin the wheel. It has not been won in a while. Let's add the Lilac Moments little book of this pad to it. There we go. That's going in the rollover box. Brilliant. Next up on Hunkydory TV, 10 a.m. on Monday morning will be the craft show. And it is with, I know it's with me. I think it's with you. It might be with Nat. I'm not sure. It's definitely with me though. So
no, it is
please.
with me. It is me. Yeah, it is.
So join us again on Monday at 10 a.m. Okay, Emily, are you ready? Do you have the answer? The answer to the winner.
Who is giving us the best lunch idea?
Yeah, I thought this sounded really good.
Go on.
It's spinach and ricotta stuffed pasta.
Love
Spinach
that.
and ricotta stuffed pasta.
In a tomato sauce.
In a tomato sauce.
With chorizo.
Oh, she went. That was the winner, wasn't it, Emily?
With
It was the
chorizo,
chorizo
I
at
like
the end.
it. And who is our lucky winner?
Hannah Jade Potter.
Hannah Jade Potter,
congratulations.
You have won one of those fantastic Miri Megabuys that we will put together for you. Please do message us either through Facebook, through YouTube. Can you message through YouTube? Is that a thing? No. Message us on Facebook or email studio@hunkydorycrafts.co.uk with your address. Please don't put it in the comments. And we will send that Miri Megabuy out to you today. You are a winner. Everybody, thank you so much for spending an hour and 20 minutes with us. We've enjoyed every minute of it. It's a big bye from me. Goodbye. It's a big bye from Emily.
Bye.
And it's bye from Natalie Muspratt.
Bye.
See you next week, guys.